I love lighting things on fire.
Whoa! Do we need to talk about this?
Do you want to light something on fire right now?
Only if we do it safely. We'll also hear about a couple guys from the book of Daniel who trusted God and survived a burning furnace. Today on MISH!
It's time to die in the MISH.
Let's light something on fire!
Okay, wait. Let's explain what we're doing first. Kristian and I are both going to make a tall tower using toothpicks and marshmallows.
And then we light it on fire!
No! And then we have to make sure that our tower is at least this tall. And then now you can say it.
And then we light it on pink and fire!
We will light both towers on fire and see which one of ours is the last tower standing.
Flame on!
Okay. Let's get started. On your marks.
Get set, go!
It's all about stability, all right? Let's put on our engineering hats here.
I don't know about that.
And let's construct a apparatus. I need to square this up, but I don't have my tape measure, so we're just gonna eyeball it. We're gonna take inspiration from the Golden State Bridge in San Francisco. Been across it one time. It was a really incredible experience.
What is going on here? Are we on the Discovery Channel?
Fun fact, it's not golden. I don't know why they named it
He
that.
said he's not gonna talk too much. All I hear is you yapping.
It's red, so this is an engineering feat right here. You think the Romans had something figured out. You haven't even got your things off the ground.
Well, excuse me, don't be rude.
Wow, that's actually, look at that.
That must be nice. Look at mine. You think mine?
This is gonna pass inspections here.
Oh, that's not a diagonal. That was the corner. Oh, no.
You forgot about building codes? My brother, fun fact, is a works in construction. I just need to reverse the polarity of this toothpick.
What did you just say? I remember in school when I was smart.
Okay, we got our two pieces here, piece there. It's all about physics. You know Newton?
I'm related to him.
My dad is 147 years old. I feel like I need to moisten these marshmallows.
All right. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about mine.
Are you? Kristian, we set out with a very big vision, a
Yeah.
very big goal.
Yeah.
I don't think we realized what we were signing up for.
Yeah.
So we made some adjustments. I think we've ended up in a pretty good spot. What was your approach?
These marshmallows
Yeah.
and these toothpicks right here, they go together.
Okay. And then I tried to, geometry, trigonometry.
Yeah.
I think I failed both of those classes, but the thing I remembered is triangles are important. I tried to make a bunch of triangles.
I'm seeing squares here, Caleb. That's
Well-
not a triangle.
It's science. Let's put our science hats on. You put a toothpick right through that, and guess what? Pythagorean theorem. These are triangles. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these outside,
And we're gonna light it on fire!
Are you ready?
I'm ready, but I want to burn yours.
I think that's a great idea.
You want to swap?
Let's swap.
Let's swap.
Last tower standing wins.
Wins.
On your marks, get set, go.
Come on.
Oh,
Catch,
wow.
catch,
What is this?
catch.
This
Oh,
is
there we go.
smoking.
There we go.
Whatever that is. I feel like, wow, I hope you like s'mores.
Here we go.
I can't, is this on fire right now? I can't tell.
It is.
It's science. You gotta give the fire fuel.
Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh,
Come
it's
on.
starting to go
Come on,
down.
no!
It's starting to
No!
go down. Oh, his eyes went down. My hands didn't move.
Come on!
Mine's still standing. Look
Listen.
at that. Dude, yours are falling.
Yes.
Okay, but
Okay, I concede. You were the winner.
I was the winner. Kristian, great job.
Thanks.
It was great to build these towers.
I'm just happy we got to light something on fire.
Speaking of fire, hey, let's hear about a story of 3 friends who did the right thing and then thrown into a burning furnace.
Let's check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this mishmash broadcast to give you a special news report from the year 605 BC. There's been another extraordinary development regarding the young Hebrew men from Jerusalem who have been captured and sent to Babylon. When we last saw them, they had defied expectations, eating healthy and showing themselves healthier and stronger than any other person in Babylon. They trusted in their God and did the right thing. However, sources close to the royal court confirm that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are in for another test of faith. In the mighty city of Babylon, King Nebuchadnezzar has constructed a massive golden statue resembling himself and has issued a decree that all must bow down and worship the statue at the sound of music. However, 3 Hebrew men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, have boldly refused to comply with the king's demand. These brave individuals have stood firm in their faith, declaring their unwavering devotion to their God. The punishment for this crime is being thrown into a burning furnace, a fate that no one could possibly survive. Here's what our sources have uncovered from a book written about the life of these Hebrew men. This is a quote from the boys themselves talking to the king. King Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you in this matter. If we are thrown into a blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it, and he will deliver us from your majesty's hand. But even if he does not, we want you to know, your majesty, that we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold you have set up. Ladies and gentlemen, I do regret to inform you that the king did not appreciate their defiance to his orders and ordered them to be thrown into the blazing furnace that was now 7 times hotter than before. Truly a fate no person could possibly survive. But my friends, we have seen a miracle. Onlookers confirm that upon looking into the furnace, they saw 4 men walking around completely unharmed, with one of them looking like a divine being. Who could that be? In a sense of urgency, the king calls out for the men to leave the furnace. To everyone's amazement, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego emerge without a single scorch mark or burn from their bodies. Neither the smell of fire on their clothes. This miraculous event has led the king to praise their God, acknowledging his power. This is a testament to the power of faith and courage in the face of adversity. These men trusted in God and did what was right, something we can all learn from. What will happen to the boys now? We will keep you updated of any new happenings in Babylon. But for now, this event raises some questions we should all ponder. What would cause these men to defy the king's orders? What miracle took place in the furnace? Is our faith in God as strong as these men? I urge you all to think about those questions, and we will see you next time. Signing off.
nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Avatar attacked.
That's how I remember the intro to Avatar: The Last Airbender. The Fire Nations were living in harmony until the Avatar came to ruin everything. If you don't know anything about this show, it's about these 4 nations: water, earth, fire, and air. And some people possess a special ability to wield these elements and use them to do good or to fight and blah blah blah. I won't get into Zuko's incredible character arc,
You're a crazy old man!
Aang's journey as the Avatar,
You're taking all the fun out of this.
but it was one of the best shows ever written and created, so that's that. Anyways, in that show, the Fire Nation was powerful. The reason they were so powerful is because they could bend fire. And fire is extremely powerful. Now, you've seen what happens when fires are left untamed. They destroy everything in its path. Kind of like me when I see a plate of cookies. All right, a fire starts when there are 3 things present at the same time: oxygen, heat, and fuel. When those 3 elements are combined at the right time, a flame emits, and those flames will continue to grow as long as those 3 things are there. And now, fires can be good. They help keep us warm, they can perfectly toast a marshmallow and cook our food, and they can help light the way while you're in dark places looking for treasure. And as you also know, fires are hot. The hottest part of the fire is at the center, where it looks white or blue, and that can get up to 3,000 degrees. That's hot. And the yellow-orange flames we see most, that can get up to 2,000 degrees. And you thought summers in the desert was hot? Now, let's go even further to the hottest thing in our solar system. You can probably guess, the sun. Can you guess how hot the surface of the sun is? It's 10,000 degrees. I guess if we wanted to go more toward the center of the sun, it would be a brisk 27 million degrees. We can't even comprehend what that heat would feel like. Here's the problem though. For us as humans, the highest heat tolerance we have is only about 158 degrees. And that's only for a small amount of time. That's why we don't get too close to fires. If flames are around 2,000 to 3,000 degrees, we do not stand a chance. It's deadly and catastrophic. No one survives. Well, 3 people did actually. Their names are Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and they were captured and lived in a god-forsaken place called Babylon around 650 BC. They were Hebrew men who believed in God, but the king wanted them to give in to Babylonian culture, a culture that did not believe in God. The king even made this tall statue of gold that he wanted everyone in the kingdom to bow down and worship when they heard music. You can say this guy liked himself a little too much. Now the punishment, if you didn't bow down and worship, you would be thrown into a blazing furnace. And around that time, a furnace like that would have been around 1,800 degrees. No one could survive. So, the music plays and everyone bows down to worship the statue. Everyone except those 3 guys. They stood up. Even though no one else stood up and they knew the consequences, they refused to bow down to the statue because God was the only one they were going to worship. But even though they did the right thing, they were thrown into the blazing furnace. But the king was so angry that he wanted it heated up 7 times hotter than normal, which means that would have been around 13,000 degrees, which is hotter than the surface of the sun. Guys, that's literally the most impossible thing to survive from. But these 3 guys were thrown in because they did the right thing. But that's not where things end. The king looks into the furnace and he sees all 3 of them still alive, not even hurt or burned. And there was a 4th person in there that God sent to save him. And once the king noticed, he took the boys out and there was not even a burn mark or the smell of fire. God had protected Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego from the most impossible thing to survive from. They trusted God, even with the consequences, and they did the right thing. These 3 guys knew the consequences. They knew that the blazing furnace would not be survivable, but they trusted God more than the consequences, and God protected them. That's truly amazing. Now, as followers of Jesus, sometimes we are pressured to do something we know is not right. Sometimes there are consequences for doing the right thing. But 13,000 degrees is nothing to God. I have to say this though, God may not always save us and protect us from those consequences, but he will always be with us, like he was with these guys. We trust in a God who made fire, so we can trust him in it. And if you find yourself in a situation where people are pressuring you to do the wrong thing, trust God and do what's right.